Okay, in my last video, I showed you guys how to properly dry rub a rack of ribs to get them ready for the smoker. In this video, I'm going to show you the rest of the process, getting the wood chips ready, getting the smoker ready, and putting everything inside of the smoker. Along with the rack of ribs, I also have a couple of chicken breasts which have been marinating in oil, salt, pepper, garlic, and paprika for a little while. They're not going to take as long to cook as the ribs, so I'm going to put them in towards the end, and I think I'll probably end up doing another video to show you the final product. Alright, for the chips, I've been soaking hickory chips in water for about 30 minutes, maybe close to 40 minutes. You can go as long as you want with these. They retain the moisture pretty well. So I made enough here for 2 batches. So I'm going to take some chips now and put them into one bowl. And I'm going to leave the other chips inside of the big bowl that's got the water so they can still retain some more moisture. Hickory is a very light flavored wood. It doesn't impart too much of a flavor. So if you like a light tasting smoke on your food, hickory is definitely one of the ways to go. And you don't put it through the entire smoking process. You know, part of the time while it's in the smoker, the meat is smoking and cooking. And then when the chips have burned down to nothing but embers, you're just now using the smoker as an oven, let's say. And you're just roasting everything at a nice, low and slow temperature. Okay, so we've cleaned out the smoker, put some tin foil down to try to keep it as clean as possible. This is a 3-rack master volt smoker. Now, the iron skillet that I'm using to put the chips in, that didn't come with the smoker. This is something I decided to do. One thing about YouTube, you get a lot of opinions, you get a lot of information, and it seems to be a good idea that instead of using the pan down here that it comes with, use an iron skillet. It's actually going to retain a lot of the heat. The chips are going to burn down evenly. They're going to provide a lot of smoke. Now, some people like to get the smoke rolling in their smoker before they put in the food. Me? Nah. I'm going to get the ribs right now. We're going to put them in, and they're going to come up to temperature with the smoke as well as the heat inside of the smoker. Now, something else that's very important to do when you're using your smoker, just like any other grill, is to make sure that you spray some oil onto the cooking racks. Why? Well, right now the meat's going to go on there and everything's going to slip and slide. After a while, when the meat starts to cook, that meat's going to stick to the grill, and you don't want that to happen. It's a little hard to pull everything off, things start to shred, it's not good. So, we're going to take our ribs and we're going to put them on the 2 bottom racks. And the reason is, later on when I put the chicken in there, I don't want any of this sugary rub and fat from the ribs to drip down onto the chicken. We're going to use the top rack for the chicken. Okay, we'll close it up. Now we're going to let the temperature come up. It's probably going to get pretty hot at first because I got the jets going all the way. But once I start to get over 200, I'm going to back it off till we get to that 225, that low and slow, perfect cooking temperature. Another important component of the smoker is the water pan. Very important to make sure that this little baby is full the whole way. As the heating element heats up from the bottom, starts heating up the chips that are starting to smoke, as you can see, it heats up that water and turns it to steam, thus keeping the meat nice and moist. Very important to do. Very important to have inside of any smoker. You've even seen me use it on my grills, where when I'm using indirect heat, I'll put a water pan next to the next to the charcoals under the grates to keep some smoke in there and to keep some steam and keep the meat nice and moist. So the temperature is going to come up. We're going to make it 225. We're going to let it sit low and slow. And my next video, I'll probably be putting in the chicken, which will be about 2 hours from now. And we'll show you the final product of both. If you notice, I got the smoker under the portico today only because we're supposed to be getting a good massive thunderstorm later. Wanted to do it over there where all my other grills are, but if you notice, the tent is gone. We had a tropical storm blow through here the other night, and it took my tent with it. So unfortunately, I won't be able to smoke over there where I normally would with the gas grill, the charcoal grill, and my little Smoky Joe grill. But at least under the portico here, we're nice and covered. We'll be able to keep it relatively dry and get that final product to you later on. All right, I'll show you what's going on in the next video in a little bit. Bye.